Hi everyone. First video. Buses in Swansea. There's also a few buses in Bridgend in this one that I included, which I haven't changed the title of this. But yeah, it's literally just buses in Swansea for this. Well, buses in Swansea and Bridgend, both taken on the same day during my recent trip to Swansea. Now the front cover here is Swansea in the Bay liveried Volvo B9TL Eclipse Gemini 2, which is fleet numbered 36213. I love Volvos. Volvos are the peak of all buses, right? That's what I find. Volvos are the peak of all buses. There's actually two buses in this that are my favorite ever buses. I'll get to that. But also in the background there, you can just see turning is an Alpha Travel Mercedes Turismo Mark 1. And this is the first time I've ever seen an Alpha Travel vehicle. So that was quite cool. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I'll get to that. Okie doke. So in this clip, we have 36211, another Volvo B9TL, but this time it is campus to campus livery. So, I don't actually know what service it's working because the destination blind didn't show up. It must have, my camera settings must have not been right. Of course, the lighting wasn't right, but not a lot I could have done about that. In the back, they've got street lights on the number 3A to Bracelet Bay. SM14 EAE is the registration plate for the streetlight. That's been the fleet number, unless you come across it later on, but I highly doubt it because I can't actually remember. Okay, doke. So here we have 44593 or YX63 LHL. This was probably working either service 63, 70, 74, 71, 72, 73. It could have been operating a plethora of things, but again, camera destination blind didn't want to work. This is one of the ones that I took just before I boarded the X1. Actually, this could have been my X1 vehicle, but I don't think it is because it's not turning tight enough, so it's not the X1 that I caught to Swansea. But yeah, it could have been, but I don't think it was. It's definitely not. But yeah, that's that one. I want to do more of these style videos in the future with trains at as well. I'll have to go. I don't know. It'll be sometime in the coming weeks where I'll go to the train station, take a few photos, do the same style thing with this. Here then we have another Volvo B9TL Swansea in the Bay liveried. Also again a Gemini 2. All the B9TLs featured in this video have been a B9. I've been a Gemini 2 up until now. Up until there's a point. Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 slides down. We're 2 slides away from my favorite bus of all time, and we'll get into my history with that bus when we get there. But yeah, fleet number on this one is 36213 again, which is also it's the same one featured in the photo at the start of the video. But this is turning out to Swansea bus station, but the one featured in the start of the video was turning in. So yeah, it's all taken from. Most of these are taken from the same spot. Most of them. The ones in Swansea, most of them were taken from the same spot. But yeah, I gotta be honest. I do think the Volvo double deckers do look neat in the Swansea and the Bay livery. I also think the E400 MMCs that we had for a while here in Cymru look nice in the campus to campus livery. But of course, they transferred down to West of England, didn't they? Which, of course, we've literally got like I said, 2 more until my favourite buses. They're ex-West of England. So I suppose you can probably already guess, right? Volvo, ex-West of England. I think you've probably already guessed, right? Probably. I'm assuming. It's pretty common, but it's another B9TL Gemini 2. this time in campus to campus livery. I do like the campus to campus livery mainly because it resembles the Bath City livery, and obviously I love Bath. So that's why I like the campus to campus liveries, because it resembles the Bath City livery so closely. So yeah, but I love Bath. And then again, there's another clue to my favourite bus, which is the next slide. You've probably already guessed it, right? I can imagine you've already guessed it. But yeah, this particular one here. Oh, there's no fleet number in the front. Brilliant. Right, well, it's BN12WOM anyway, so take what I want to do with that. I probably should have looked at the fleet numbers of these actually before I done the video, but I didn't get around to doing it. I should have, but I didn't. Oh well. Suppose it's an error that can be fixed on. Right. The next one is, of course, the one that I've sort of been talking about loads in this video and leading up to. Bum, bada bum, bum. Oh, hang on. Bum, bada bum, 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 bum. There we go. Yeah. If it was, it was suspenseful while it lasted, wasn't it? Is it common? Possible. But is it justifiable? Definitely. Here we have then a Volvo B7R Eclipse Urban 2 in Bath City livery. Now, the reason why I love these so much, A, because of the engines. These have ZF Eco Life engines. And they do sound really nice. Although I'm more partial to an Eco Matte engine, ZF Eco Matte engine to a ZF Eco Life engine. But, of course, the ZF Eco Mattes are more on the 54 plate Eclipse 1 that First West of England had prior to the 2021 ULEZ in Bath, which is where these took over. But of course, this now, so in its current form before it came down here to Wales, and these used to operate on the number 5 when they were in Bath. The primary routes of this vehicle was the number 5. And the number 5 in Bath, if you're not familiar with it, it goes to a place called what would you call it? Like a district, whatever you want to call it, in Bath called Whiteway. My nan used to live in Whiteway when I used to go to Bath. I got lots of friends in Whiteway. I still got lots of family left in Whiteway. So yeah, that's more of my like special connection with these. Is I remember being on them on the number 5 in Bath, so on the Whiteway. So it's just riding these here in Bridgend then. Really weird because it is so strange riding these here in Bridgend. Here, in and around Bridgend, where I'm based, but I've been on them in Bath, going a Whiteway. It is so strange to me, anyway. Obviously, more or less growing up on these type of buses to this place, going up in that place as well. So, but yeah, that's my sort of special attachment to these buses. The 59. I haven't even got into the details of this one yet. Obviously, it's going to be WX59 plate, WX59 BZL. So it's a 69457. WX59 BZL 69457. I originally thought that this was the Nana Boateng one, but it's not. That one is still in Western Island Depot in Bath. And it is, I think it's the only remaining Bath City liveried Eclipse 2 left in Western Island Depot. The other one's gone to Wells, and 2 have come here. And these, I think, and back last October, November, roughly the exact same time I had gone up to Bath last, our Camry Enviro 200 MMC, Swansea in the Bay, and Camry Clipper liveried Enviro 200s went up to Bath to do the number 5s, which again is weirder to me because obviously, the E200 MMCs, the Camry Clipper ones, they used to do the X3 to my stake, and that is my, that was one of my local routes, the X3 to my stake. To and from my stake, to up to Talbot from my stake. That's one of my local routes. And obviously then traveling on them up to Whiteway and these around Bridgend, it's weird. They swapped it around. It is so weird, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it. No, I'll never get used to it. It will still forever stay weird with me. But that's just me. Anyway, yeah, 69457 W59 BZL. Another photo of this bus arriving into Bridgend bus station then. Here we are. That was it arriving in prior to starting the 74 to 90 mile, which I rode as far as the Pines. Of course, I was going to the Pines anyway to do some more bus spotting, and when I found out this was doing that trip, I jumped on it. I had to, given what I just shared with you. Obviously, I practically grew up on this type of bus and where this bus went, and whilst it was in Bath Whiteway, I had to catch it, right? But yeah, it's so weird seeing these in Bridgend. It is so weird. I'm grateful it's here in Bridgend, so I get to experience it more or less, regular. Whereas in Bath, it would only be once a year, a few times, But I don't like it that much because I preferred these when they were more or less a treat when I went to Bath and went to Whiteway. I feel like Whiteway is their home. They don't suit down here. But it's nice to have them down here, I suppose. But I'd rather Bath have them back for the number 5s. And if anything, we can take the Enviro 200s back. Because to me, it doesn't sit right. But that's just my opinion. Okay, then the first Gemini 1 B9TL featured in the video. And the registration, the fleet number on this is 37673 YJ58 RTU. I think I could be wrong, but I think this is one of the ones that recently came down from York to Ravenhill, from York to Ravenhill. Yeah, these are obviously these. So the Gemini 1s and the Gemini 2s, I prefer the Gemini 1s based on looks. Obviously, the Eclipse one is my all-time favorite bus with the ZF Equal matte engine. And also, again, sort of based in terms of looks, this has to be then my favorite double-decker bus. But yeah, I love these buses. They're really nice. The engine is... They don't make them like they used to, do they? Now you get these crappy Enviro 400 MMCs, which, I mean, the Scania ones, the ones that First Bus of England have, the Scania N250UD Enviro 400 MMCs, they're quite nice. Scania engine, I do like Scania, Volvo and Scania, two favorite type of buses. Favorite manufacturer buses, rather. But yeah, they're the best ones. But the Cummins ones, the standard Cummins Enviro 400 MMCs, I'm not the biggest fan. We can just settle it there, right? I'm not the biggest fan of them. They're all right, but they're crap. Here we are. Then we have an adventure travel, and this is a first for me. I had not seen up until this point one of the adventure travel Mellows. I think this is a Mellow Strata. I think. I can only assume it's a Mellow Strata. And it's CK72HRN. Oh no, it's an EVM City Line. There we go. Mercedes Sprinter EVM City Line, or I think it's a City Line. I don't know. It's an EVM of some kind because the fleet number on this is EVM 400. By the looks on things, this is the first time me seeing these. I hadn't seen one prior to this. They do look quite the part. I got to be honest, they do look quite nice. They look quite snazzy. Okay then, so next one, I think. So I had actually completed my voiceover for this, going through it, editing some stuff. I came across this image, which I hadn't seen before. 3 ones in here then. We have an X2 going to Cardiff from Pascal. We have a not in service Optare Versa. I did comment about an Optare Versa in this video. And behind it then we have an X Southampton City Red streetlight. So again, I don't want to go into too much detail. What's there is there. I can go into the fleet numbers. So the Solo is the Versa, sorry, is 49302. That's not the fleet number of the streetlight is, and I know the fleet number of the Enviro because it's CVC. The number plate is ZVC, so the fleet number after that is 44585. And what differentiates 44585 to the rest is the side window where the destination blind is, the black window surrounds for the destination blind on the bottom, where the destination blind's on the top. I don't know. It's weird, but it's been like that. So that's how I identify the differences. There we go. I think is the next one. Yep. We'll just run with it anyway. Is this Optare Solo SR 53613? Originally intended for like the Talbot Depot services, 81, 82, 83s. Did venture onto the 70s, onto 70 and 71s sometimes, and also on the X3 routes. But yeah, I quite like these. I do like Optares, the old Optare Solos. They were really nice. These ones are nice. I love an Optare Versa. The engine on them for me just sounds really nice. So yeah, I do like an Optare Versa, and they do come on my routes quite regular now, and it makes a change from the heaps of Enviro 200s that we have on the 70 quite often. But yeah, these were originally first Portsmouth buses, but last year, the year before, they transferred from Portsmouth up to Talbot Depot, and then it was last year. Then they moved to Bridgend Depot to cover the 69s, the 74s, the 73s. Bridgend and the Valleys routes. Yeah, I think I'm sure these have ventured on the X2s at some point as well. I could be wrong, but I think they have. Which actually going on one of these on an X2 would be quite fun, if I have to say so. All right then, well, here we have the rear end, because I did catch the front end, but it wasn't a good enough photo to share. This is another ex-West of England bus, ex-West of England. Formerly on the branded for the number 8 service in Bristol, and I believe the number 8 used to go to Bristol Zoo before it closed last year or the year before. I can't remember where the 8s went from there. Obviously, there's a photo on this in the next thing, but you can see right at the front of the bus there's a green sticker. If you don't know much about it, I'll talk more into it in the next photo, because there's a closer up image of it. But yeah, again, seeing sort of West of England stuff in Wales for me is weird, because like I said, I've spent loads of time in Bath. I've got lots of friends and family in Bath. I've practically grown up there. So seeing lots of West of England stuff in South Wales is really weird, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, this is operating the X1 to Bridgend, and the fleet number of this is 47441. I forgot. I was almost forgot about that. Then I almost had to sort of redo the recording. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to redo the recording because then I'd forget what I just said, and I wouldn't be able to say what I just said again. So there we go. Right then. Well, this is just. I think this must have been off another bus, but it's the exact same sticker. This is from its time at First Bus of England, where most areas, Bath and Bristol, had ULEZ zones, so ultra low emission zones. Of course, Bath came in before Bristol. Bath came on the 15th of March 2021. And Bristol's came in at November, I think, of 2022. If not later or sooner, I can't remember. I know it was November of some point, of some year, but I can't remember exactly what year. But yeah, this is a sticker that they put on the bus, on the side of the bus to show that it is, a Euro 6 bus, which is what the US more or less requires them to be. Yeah, again, seeing this sticker around, around South Wales is really weird. Again, for reasons which I've discussed just now. My time I spent in Bath, it's just so obscure to me. But I think what was even more weird, and this is not related to this video in any way, but a few last year at some point we had temporarily two actually Enviro 200s. One which came down from Western Island down to Talbot Depot was 44525 in Bath City livery. Again, like the Eclipse 2 that I showed you in Bath City livery, that was at Bridgend. That hit really weird. I was waiting for a bus home one day, and it pulled into the bus station where I was waiting, and I was like, and of course this is the first time I'd seen it in South Wales, and I was like, oh no, that's odd. And yeah, I still remember that because I remember thinking, this is weird. Seeing a Bath City livery pull into my local bus station. Oh, that was really, really, really weird. And I couldn't quite. It didn't sink in. I don't think it has, but it was really strange. And then I remember seeing a sticker which they are in Bath, especially. They have, along with these stickers that I'm a clean bus Euro 6 standard. They have in Bath, they have little blue stickers on the windows and on the side of the buses and on the back of the buses sometimes that say Clean Air Zone compliant with Bath and North East Somerset Council's logo underneath. Again, spending lots of time in Bath, practically going up there, seeing the Bath and North East Somerset Council livery in Bridgend. I said livery, seeing the Bath and North East Somerset Council logo in Bridgend. It was really, really weird. I cannot. I still can't comprehend. Comprehend it. I still can't think of that to this day. But yeah, it was really weird to see the Bath and North East Somerset Council logo where I live. That was really, really strange. Right, another first for me. Then Flixbus. I've seen loads of Flixbuses before, but this is the first time I had seen a Yutong GT12. They do look for Chinese buses. They do actually look quite nice. I do like the look of them. They are quite snazzy looking coaches. Of course, my favorite type of coach is a Mercedes Turismo Mark II, specifically BD18 TKX, which is a Jones International Turismo. That is such a nice bus, so powerful. So powerful. But yeah, this, of course, Yutong GT12, it does look nice. And the first time seeing one, that was quite cool. In the background, actually, let's talk about this is a CK24 AWC as well, so this is brand new Yutong. Yeah, that was really cool, actually. Again, behind it is a Camry Clipper streetlight. I can't read the fleet number from here. I'm sorry. But here we are then, another B9TL Gemini 2. This one being... Oh, this is BN12WM again. Didn't I? Is that... I don't know. If it's already included, apologies. You'd seen another angle of it. But yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail because I've already told you how my opinions on Volvos, I think they're like the best buses. Especially the right Eclipse bodied Volvos, phenomenal. Yeah. Double street shite, yeah then. The one parked up being 47425, and the one coming out being S. I don't actually know the fleet number because I can't read it. I think it's 47443. Could be wrong, but it's SK63KNR. Which, yeah, streetlights. They're right. Unpopular opinion. I prefer streetlights to enviros. Unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion. I prefer streetlights to enviros. There you go. The engine is nicer. The build quality, as it's a right bus, the build quality is ultimately better. Yeah. Of course, the streetlights aren't the best buses in the world. They're far from it. But at least they're better than enviros. Especially these ones, just I think were ex-West of England. So, of course, that, again, gives them an advantage to me. I'm, of course, going to like them more, given their heritage. This is one of ours then, one of our brand new ones that were, well, brand new last year. About a year old now, of course. This one being 63450 or MF23ZVJ. Operating an X11 to Kaneki. Yeah, these, having travelled to Swansea last year, roughly about the time when these are brand new to go and travel on them, I found out they were really, really, really comfy. For a street light, like I said, that's weird in itself, but they were really comfortable. The seats, yeah, nice. The seats are quite comfortable in these. I found anyway. And bearing in mind that was when they were brand new, sometime last year. So of course they probably worn down by now. But yeah, they were really comfortable for service buses. They were really comfortable. Again, not much to be said. It's a street light. They are decent. The 23 plates. Here then we have one of the ex National Express West Midlands ones. This one being 44647 or SN15LKK. It's one, I think, from what I read on a Facebook post today, one of these ex National Express West Midlands enviros have transferred to Talbot Depot, or at least we think, because it was parked up in Talbot bus station on a post that I'd seen earlier today. Not yet experienced one of these, so I can't tell you what they're like. From what I've read, though, like I said, I was reading into it. Earlier, I was reading into it earlier. From what I've read, the gearboxes on these ones are slightly different to the ones to our ones. So if it ever does eventually end up on the 70, the one that it's in Talbot Depot now, because although Bridgend Depot would more suit the operation of the 70, it's Talbot Depot that does the 70. I don't know why that is. I feel like it'd be more convenient to have it Bridgend Depot. And I think I'm only saying that because I do want the Eclipse 2 to end up on the 70 at one point. Oh man, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Oh, I'd love that. But yeah, these ones here, the Swansea in the Bay, ex National Express West Midlands, Enviro 200 MMCs. Not MMCs, Enviro 200s. Sorry. I'm tired. So that's why I've been making errors if I have. But yeah, apparently as well, when the gear changes, you like jerk from side to side. And I haven't experienced one yet, so I can't confirm if that's true or not. But if I do, then I'll let you know. Of course, here we go then. It's the Pride liveried B9TL Gemini 2. This one being, I can't remember the fleet number of this. It'll come to me now. 36212 or BJ12VWU. Of course, the buses that are in this livery in west of England, where I'd first seen this livery, the Love Wins first bus blue Pride livery, was on a west of England, the west of England Enviro 400 City, Scania N280s. That it was the first time I'd seen this livery, and I think I'd seen it on the Scania N250 UD MMC. I think I could be wrong, but there. But yeah, it's a decent looking livery. Not a lot to be said in it, to be honest. Right here then, another adventure travel. Yes, we are quite short on adventure travel today. It's been mainly first buses. We have had 2 adventure travel vehicles. This one and the EVM. I can't remember. EVM Sprinter, EVM Cityline. I don't know. This one being YX15 XMO or DE 5277. From what it looks like, from what I can see. I think the adventure travel livery, especially the new one, where you have the pink stripes along with the pink pinstripes across the Salabro livery, is really nice. Yeah, again, it's in a virus. Not much to be said on that, but yeah, I think the adventure travel livery does look smart on some buses, especially the newish Enviro 200 MMCs that carry the adventure travel livery, that mainly do the 65s from Bridgend to Talbot Green, which I've seen quite a few times. It does look quite snazzy, doesn't it? Right then, another one from Bridgend. This was my bus. This is my X1 that I caught. It's coming back to me now. Because, of course, with how the X1 op... Oh, pardon me. How the X1 operates is a 303 will come in and it'll go out as an X1. Typically. That's how most of them run. Or most of the ones that I've seen run. I think that's the standard anyway. This one being YX14RWE or 4469. And they fixed it now, obviously, because I didn't notice it. Otherwise, I would have instantly recognized the bus I was on, but I couldn't. I didn't look and I couldn't remember. But the brakes on this one sounded really, really weird. Sounded almost as like a spacecraft. Yeah, it was really weird, and you could really hear it, and it was strange, almost like regen braking. But of course, these are hybrids, so couldn't be regen braking. At least I don't think. Probably not. South Wales Transport, then. I think the only one that features the South Wales Transport vehicle that features this being an Optus Solo SR, YJ66AOU. Of course, South Wales Travel, they do quite a lot of routes. They used to do the 202 between, isn't it Talbot and Neath? Talbot and Baglan? Talbot and Neath, right? Yeah. But anyway, now the 202 has been taken over by a local operator of mine, Forge Travel, who, of course, when they start and finish their 202s, what they do is really cool. They start at Kyra Square, make their way down up to Talbot from Kyra Square, so more or less like a direct bus up to Talbot from Kyra, which is actually quite handy, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning, which I suppose isn't too bad if you can do it, like. And then when they've just finished the work-ins, they do the same thing, but do the reverse, obviously. When they finish in Talbot, they drive down to Kyra to finish their day. Of course, someone's working at 5 to come Duncan. said that right. Yeah, and behind it then there's a street light. Here then we have another Optus logo SR, pretty new year. I can't read the fleet number or the registration plate of this. I think it's YJ14PKL. Don't have to the fleet number. Again, one of the ex Portsmouth Optus logo SRs. I think this one might, because I know some came from Dorset as well, because some came from Weymouth and Dorset, because I remember seeing something on Portland on the side, which is the place I've been to a few times. The place that I love Portland. But yeah, I know some of these transferred from like Weymouth and Portland area down here. I can't actually see what it's working, but I think some of these transferred to Ravenhill, so this might be doing a Ravenhill working. Looks it. It looks like to be doing like a Swansea local service. Right, and we're coming to the last two. This one, it's, as you can tell, not Bridgend nor Swansea. This is actually not last week, the week before now, where I found myself venturing to Tenby, actually with forced travel. And of course, me being me, I had to catch a Tenby coaster, right? Well, this is a photo of the Tenby coaster. It is, I think it's an ex-first Great Yarmouth. I think it's come from that way anyway. 37059. Of course, open top. B9TL. I think these are B9TLs. I think. 37. Yeah, it's got to be a B9TL, right? I don't think. No, I think this is actually a B7TL. I think it is, you know. Or if it is, then B7TL is even better. I prefer B7TL to a B9TL. Yeah, that one, they were really nice. That obviously working the Tenby coaster between Tenby and Saundersfoot. Very nice busters indeed. Very, very nice. And then obviously the last photo of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, this is a 303 to Llantwit Major, one of the ex-City Red streetlights that we have here in Cymru. I think I travelled on one of these. They're quite nice streetlights. That's all I can say. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. To be fair, there's not a lot more I can think about it. All I have to say is thank you for watching this. Thank you for taking the time. If you enjoyed it, like. If you haven't enjoyed it, don't like. If you enjoyed it but don't want to like, don't like. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Don't bother me. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it. And I intend to do more of these, including trains as well. So that would be fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I'll see you again.